nice.
Yeah, unpacking this all is gonna be pretty fun.
Yeah, I bet. Hey, what's in this box?
Oh, that? Oh, that's just the video games.
What is it?
Nothing. I just got the odd feeling I'm meant to be doing something with them.
Odd. What day is it?
Saturday, Halloween.
Oh, good. Thought I was in a weird opening skit for a Henepp video.
Oh yeah, a Henepp video. I'm meant to be filming a video about creepypastas.
Oh god, no, why is the door locked? Come open up!
My door is always locked when I film.
From the outside?
I have odd filming techniques.
Well, I guess I'm stuck here now.
That you are. Anyways, hi, I'm Henry, and video games, they're pretty cool, but what if you wanted to make them scary?
Horror game?
No, creepypastas.
Damn it, I could have never guessed.
I literally said what this video was about.
You could have been bluffing.
You know, it's funny you bring up bluffing. Our first tale has an act of bluffing with some disastrous consequences.
Damn it, I've helped him.
Sonic.exe. It's a pretty well-known creepypasta, well-known for being bad. Sonic.exe starts out with just a great opener. Our main character starts off by telling everyone how big of a Sonic fan they are and how everyone else is a huge Sonic fan, right? And then there's a very confusing setup. He gets a package from his friend containing a CD and a note. The note tells him to destroy the CD because it has caused him endless suffering.
Why doesn't he break it even though it's his friend telling him to destroy it?
Because it says Sonic on the front of it.
That hedgehog.
Yeah. So he starts playing, and there are just some weird differences, but he figures it's just a ROM hack. So he starts to play, and ooh, Sonic the Hedgehog is flying with pitch black eyes and red pupils, and he's bleeding from his eyes, and he's gotta escape. And what's this? He can't, and Sonic just brutally kills Tails, Knuckles, and Eggman? Okay, now this is spooky stuff.
Wait, don't tell me. A Sonic plush like the one from the game appears on his bed.
How did you know that?
I guess I just have an above average IQ.
With guessing creepypasta endings?
You'd be surprised.
Sonic.exe is a very well-known joke. It fails at everything it tries, especially horror. It just takes a family-friendly property and poof, it's evil. But there's no substance to be had. Sonic has seemingly limitless powers, but he just uses it to hunt a CD-ROM hack. It just makes no sense.
Well, can it be done? Taking a family-friendly property and making it more evil?
I am honestly shocked you're helping this video with the pacing.
Well, I'm trapped here, so I might as well help.
Well, to answer your question, yes, it can be done. For example, NES Godzilla. I really like this creepypasta, despite the few issues it has. This story is well known for being very long, and I do mean that. There are 8 chapters and an epilogue. This is by far the longest creepypasta I know of, and boy howdy, does it pack a lot into this length. The story follows this guy who gets a copy of Godzilla, Monster of Monsters, for NES, except there are a few strange differences. The game replaces some bosses, enemies, and the majority of the game is just completely new. The game is revealed to be the harbinger of 2 souls, the soul of the main character's dead girlfriend,
That's a serious bummer.
and the soul of the spirit that killed her.
Double bummer.
The Spirit Red has such an unsettling design. The first time he knowingly breaks the 4th wall, I nearly jumped out of my seat. It was a really creepy moment. At the end of each world, after the bosses are defeated, there would always be a final stage where the main character had to run away from the incredibly fast Red. Some of these stages, like the Labyrinth one, were seriously tense to read. At the very end of the story, the main character has to go in an all-out final battle against Red, except there's a challenge. Any pain any of the game monsters feel, he feels too. When Mothra is burnt on screen, he feels like he's being burnt alive. It's pretty harrowing. Now I want to bring up some of the stuff that I don't exactly love about the story. The sprite work. It is incredible. A little too incredible. It looks like it would fit in with the SNES, maybe the N64, but it's way too graphically complex for the NES. And then there's the epilogue, my least favorite chapter of the story. In the epilogue, it's about 2 weeks later. He's talked to his friend who gave him the game, and they're a little distant. And then the dumbest decision happens. He decides he's going to sell the game that contains the soul of his dead girlfriend on eBay. What? How does that make any sense?
Well, I do the same.
Why?
I'm bad with breakups.
She's dead. Wait, I feel a transition coming.
Oh, god damn it.
You know what's a way to get yourself dead? Drowning. Ben Drown time.
That was the worst transition I've ever heard.
Why, thank you. Now, I feel I should mention that the Ben Drown story is just a part of a larger ARG called the Deducible ARG, I believe. I'm not going to get into it. I'm just going to talk about the original creepypasta. So it starts out with this college guy. His friend gets him an old N64, and that's pretty cool. So he goes around some garage sale, lucks out, and he finds a cartridge with the word Majora scribbled on it. So he just assumes it's a copy of Majora's Mask. He takes it home, boots it up, and sees that there's already a save file called Ben on it. So he starts a new one called Link out of tradition. And he's finding his names getting mixed up a few times with Ben, so to fix this, he deletes the Ben save file. And wouldn't you know, some spooky stuff happens.
It's like this is a horror story.
Things like being teleported to random locations, text glitching out, and most notably the text, "You shouldn't have done that," appearing, and the main character being followed by a creepy, unsettling Link statue. Now the story itself is alright, but it's not what this creepypasta is famous for. What made this creepypasta famous were the videos. Alongside the story, the creator uploaded a few hacked videos of some Majora's Mask gameplay, and it really helped sell the story. Whereas in NES Godzilla, you felt like you were reading a picture book with a story alongside it, with Majora's Mask and Ben Drowned, you feel like you're watching a horror movie and uncovering it as it goes along. It's really cool.
Is there anything you wanted from me for the next transition?
Yeah, could you mention cooking?
Cooking.
Perfect! Mr. Mix is an odd creepypasta. It's quite a quick read and a somewhat creepy story, but not for the reasons you may think. The story is just told as if a guy is telling us about this old, creepy PC typing game, Mr. Mix.
Man, it's like it's another story.
Yeah, the game is apparently a typing game where you just type out ingredients, and you have to reach a certain words per minute to proceed. Only issue was there's an incredibly high learning curve, and the 5th level requires an insane 500 words per minute to continue.
Talk about the dark souls of typing games.
One day, some hackers apparently found a way around the 5th level, and once they bypassed it, their computer was just filled with photos of mutilated faces.
My dude, gross, I'm eating.
Where did you get that food?
Pockets.
Okay then, moving on. Eventually, the hackers made it to the 6th level, and this is where the creepiest part of the story happens. The author stops telling us what they saw. There's a certain terror in the unknown, that if what these hackers saw was more terrifying than the mutilated faces, so frightening that not one has spoken out to what they saw. What did they see? The story ends with one of the hackers being arrested for attempted kidnapping of an 8-year-old. He was dressed as a chef and would only say, "I'm Mr. Mix."
Well, that's actually kind of creepy.
Wait, Mr. Mix got you?
Yeah, and?
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh, hey, what's this?
What's what?
This, Moshi Monsters Moshling's Theme Park Limited Edition.
Well, that's not meant to happen.
No, I don't think it is. Where'd you get that game?
Oh, you know, from a garage sale where a creepy old guy gave it to me for free.
Did he say it was haunted?
You know, now that you mention it, I thought he said goodbye then, but I guess what he actually said was, watch out, the game is super haunted, destroy it as soon as you can.
Huh.
Where'd you get a drink?
Oh, you know, my pockets. Oh, who are you gonna call?
Oh, you'll see. Uh-huh. Do you know 911's number?
No clue.
Okay then, well, we gotta go somewhere a game can't go. We gotta find water.
But where are you gonna find water?
Here!
Huh, that doesn't make sense, but what does anymore? Also, what is with this amount of water?
Yeah, nothing makes sense anymore. And also, that's plenty water.
Okay. Also, isn't that the game behind you?
Oh, crap!
Good shot. Is that the end of it?
Yeah, it should be. Oh, he's dead. I'll treat him for murder later. For now, I've got a game to deal with.
Thank you, Henry. You have released my soul from this endless torment within this game. Moshi Monsters Motion Thief Art, limited edition.
Weren't you just killed? Okay, well, what now?
Here, I've got the outro.
Okay, you've got the stage.
Thank you all for watching. Have a happy Halloween. Good night to all, and to all a good night. A good night. A good night. A good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Oh, I see. The universe is collapsing around us. Well, see ya.